Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to episode 21 of my 6-player free-for-all Age of Wonders 3 playthrough series. In this series, myself and 5 AI opponents set to Emperor difficulty are playing a true free-for-all game in which there are no set teams. In this series, I'm playing as the Nomad Sorcerer, Quora the Desert Rose. In our last episode, we made an important discovery, and you can see what it is right here. Maboland is the throne city of Brock Goldran. And if we zoom in, you can see that more clearly. So here we go. We've located Brock's throne. And if I remember correctly, Brock is currently in the Void. And that's because I think we battled for his city over here and we managed to kill Brock off. And now that he's in the Void and we know where his throne is, we have a perfect opportunity here to try to get him out of the game. You can see we have our rogue leading an army here of some fairly powerful tier 3 units, as well as a very strong tier 2 support unit. And then we have our newly acquired Dwarven Dreadnought hero, level 5 currently. We stole this hero over from Brock, and we've got ourselves a spider that is hopefully soon to evolve. So I think we're in pretty good shape, honestly, to try and take this city, although it is pretty well defended, as you can see here. We've got a number of units, some tier 2s, mostly tier 2s, but we do have this tier 3 unit as well as this one here. So we've definitely got our work cut out for us, but all in all, I think it's going to be a great chance to get Brock out of the game. Without any further ado, let's jump right back in. So, lots of things happened. We were pretty much at the end of our turn last time, so we had a number of different developments here. I'm just trying to kind of reacquaint myself with what was going on. So we had plenty of join offers. We don't have the money for any of those currently. The gold, I should say. Tigrans are doing really well. That's great. And otherwise, I think we are pretty much ready to let the turn flip over. So let's do that and see what comes next. Although I do want to just quickly double check and see. I know we've been trying with Caradon here. Let's see if we can. We'll just keep sending him alliance proposals. Let's see if he decides to give it a shot here. Let's just back up for a second. Our current relationship with him is 2680, so our empire relations, so that's pretty great. I think we can probably, there's really nothing else we can do other than continuing to try the alliance proposal. So let's send that over. Like I said, eventually we're probably just going to have to kill him, but in the meantime, we may as well keep trying. So we're going to end the turn there. And let's see what comes next here. I'm interested to see if Brock is going to add any more forces to his throne. If he does, unfortunately, we may not have the strength to take his city at this point. But we'll have to see. The good news is one more turn and we're going to have an Eldritch Horror, which we can add into this group right here. So, obviously, that would be very exciting. Alright, so not particularly surprised. Caradon has declined our proposal. It'll be interesting to see what else happens. One important thing we want to remember is that Bowen Stargazer, who is our Shadow Elf Sorcerer opponent... Ooh, and look at this. Okay, lots of domain invasions here. Let's see what's going on. Not sure if those are roaming units or if those are... Okay, so let's start with the first thing here. Race governance with dwarves. We can either make the crossbowmen do more damage or stone walls make them happier. I'm going to go for stone walls make them happier because I don't anticipate using a lot of dwarven crossbowmen at this point in the game. So Caradon continues to decline that, which is fine. Domain invasion at Maldora. Okay, that was just roaming units here. We were sending this army up to deal with them. And unfortunately, it's going to be yet another turn where we can't quite make it over to them, which is kind of frustrating. Let's see. You know what? We might as well do that, though. Let's just get them up here. Yeah, we'll go here at least. Okay, there we go. Again, the goal is to finish off these guys and then perhaps move over this way. Maybe clear out this spawning structure, something like that. We'll have to see. Got these giants here. They will eventually want to become our vassal. Domain invasion at Ripura. Let's see what's going... Ooh, and look at this. Oh, wow. Okay, so the Draconian Rogue has gone into the Shadow Realm. Well, that is a little bit unfortunate because You can see that Karzan is not close enough to the city to be able to help out just yet, so that's kind of a shame. Man, we might end up losing Ripura here. That would be kind of unfortunate for us. I think what we'll do, though, is we'll probably just have Karzan clear these out and then head back. Because he's not going to be able to get back there in time anyway. At least we can do a little bit more work before we go back. And then presumably we'll have to just we'll have to fight this army in the city. I think that's what's going to have to happen there. Gavencrest, let's see. Okay, yeah, and that's this stack. Because this scoundrel can't go in the water, we don't really have to worry too much about our dwelling being threatened. One nice thing, we do have this Reef Guard now who should be able to join in with this group, and we might be able to then raid this sunken city. That was kind of the game plan here. We'll just have to wait a turn for this unit to be able to join the party here. So we'll do that. So this stack is going to just have to stay put, and then we can try and raid this structure. We'll have a nice army here with a two tier 3 Merman Reef Guards, a tier 2 Merman Triton, and a tier 4 Sea Serpent, which is going to be extremely useful, I think. We've had some items show up, so we have some shoes here for nice Artigran Sorcerer, who is underground. And we also had some torso gear. Very good. Now we have Holy Champion. So that's pretty solid. Definitely can't complain about that. Let's see if we had any alliance proposals. Doesn't look like it. Ooh, but we did complete. We have the Multicultural Empire quest. We were the first player with cities of 5 different races. We have a group of units from those races that have shown up. And you know what? They've shown up in a pretty useful spot here in the Shadow Realm. You can see we've got support units from a variety of our different races. And that's next to Quora's group in the Shadow Realm here. So I'm thinking maybe we could send an army down this way. With Quora's stack, it wouldn't be bad to perhaps clear out some of these structures. Let's see, we've got, what is this? A gemstone mine. We've got a spirit fountain. Probably be best, I think, to send Quora maybe down for this tomb. Meanwhile, use the rest of these units to try and clear out some of these structures, which are not as strongly defended. Now we've got another stack, so we're very powerful in this area. We might be able to get a snowball going and maybe get down there to perhaps fight Bowen Stargazer eventually. But we don't want to count our chickens before they hatch. We definitely have to deal with... Brock Goldran first. Now, the village of Soharia has a quest. Let's see where that is. That's up here. Let me see. Raise the watchtower. Unfortunately, we don't really have anybody in the area, so I'm going to decline this quest. Just see what else we've got going on. Burlesdale has been absorbed. Nice. Okay, that's this dwarven outpost. So we don't really know what's over here. Maybe some roaming units. We don't really know. Probably be best to try. You know what? Before I forget about it, let's get our units kind of sending over this way. But probably be best to, not focus on development too much in this city because really, it's not, in a critical location or anything like that. But I don't want to just give it up necessarily. Our Axeman here can actually help us in this upcoming fight. And it doesn't look like anything else has been added to these armies. So I'm thinking that might be a good way to start this episode off, was kind of just to get real aggressive here and see what we can do. So let's see. We can cruise right up with our little Axeman there. Perfect. Used up pretty much all of his movement. And then we can step over with our main stack here like this. And then we can move on down. And now the big question is going to be, are we strong enough to win this battle? And I think we have a good chance. Now, these tunnel sweepers, they do have sweeping flames, which I believe is kind of like like a blunderbuss type shot in front of them with a cone. Or maybe a bit more like a fire breath, I guess, would be more comparable. They do fire damage as well with their melee. They're technically an archer unit, so if we can get to them in melee combat, that should be pretty good for us. We've got units that can make it over the wall, including the Moloculus, the Node Serpent. The spiders can climb the wall pretty darn easily as well. And I think this unit, all of them have Infiltration Squad, if I'm not mistaken. So this should be a fairly good battle for us. I think we're going to give this a shot. It's saying closely matched, and I do agree, especially since they have the defensive advantage here. Good news is, too, we've got all of our casting points, so we should be able to make use of some spells in this battle. I'm thinking we're going to want to use our rogue's healing abilities. We are going to be taking damage from Shattering Hammer. That's going to be unavoidable. So, let's see. We've got... Let me just double check. So, we've got enough to do Quick Dash twice. Or we could do Rain of Poison Blades twice. But I'm thinking Quick Dash is going to be more useful due to the healing and probably even more importantly, the restoration of movement points. So, with that in mind, let's see. Now, Nomad Chieftain can do a Bestow Regen, which is an extremely powerful healing ability. And I'm thinking probably the Maloculus is going to be the best target for that. So let's do Regen here. Now, this is a prime target for Dispel, and I wouldn't be surprised if Brock tries to do that, but because Brock is in the Void, I don't think he can, and he doesn't have any heroes in this stack. So we may actually be able to avoid that almost entirely, which would be pretty awesome. You know what? I'm going to move the Spider one over. I just don't want them all grouped up. I realize I probably shouldn't have bundled them the way I did. Spider Baby can head this way just to try and pull their attention slightly over that direction. We do have a Guardian Flame here, which could be useful. That's another healing ability. I am going to send this hero over in this direction. We have Emergency Repair. We don't really have any machine units, so that's not going to matter. We have Oil Bolts. We have a Musket. Spell-wise, we have Force Field could definitely help us out. Protects against a lot of the different elemental types, Frost, Fire, and Shock. And then Flashbang isn't bad as a way to try to kind of neuter archer units. So that's one we could certainly try. I mean, right now we could even try throwing it on, you know, one of these Artificers here. Or, excuse me, it's the... What is the name of that? It's the Tunnel Sweeper. That's the one. But I think for now we will just hold off. And then for... Quora, we have lots of powerful spells, including Dispel. We've got Skin of Oil plus Fireball, which is a good combo. Chain Lightning, which would eat up a lot of our casting points, but could be used. We've also got healing abilities, so I think we will just hold off here. Let's see what comes next. So there's that Shattering Hammer. That sucks. Alright, so they're moving over. Yeah, they're going to just blast us a little bit. That's totally fine. And otherwise, they're just going to play defense. Yeah, and I really don't think they have any spellcasting potential here. Now, the Maloculus with... believe the Maloculus having floating should mean that it can go over the wall. Yeah, the unit is able... I think it should be able to get over the walls, no problem. So we just go over there. Now, our Node Serpent, again, a little bit damaged. Would be ideal to get a heal on it with maybe our... Yeah, let's do this. We'll throw on Guardian Flame. Very good. And then we can go back this way. And then next turn, the Node Serpent can hop over the wall. In the meantime here, let's get our Spider Queen up on the wall. Our Axeman can just cruise over and draw some attention. Spider Babies did take some punishment, so I'm inclined to maybe pull them back a little bit. We do want to keep our Rogue maybe up here. One thing I think I will do, however, is throw on the healing, actually, to our Node Serpent, just to get a little bit closer and just mainly for the healing aspect. Our Chieftain can throw Fire Plague, which wouldn't be bad to just start hitting units with, because why not? And then otherwise, I think we're in pretty good shape here. Yeah, everybody's done their thing, so let's call that a turn. Okay, Shattering Hammer hitting our Maloculus. That's totally fine. Ooh, you can see that Tunnel Sweeper doing work. So yeah, very, very akin to like a Fire Breath from a dragon. Okay, we're taking some damage with our Axemen. That's totally fine. I don't mind them eating up that aggro at all. That's kind of why I put them there. And remember, that's the unit we managed to acquire recently from Brock himself. So if they die, I mean, they're expendable as all heck. Alright, now we've got our Tunnel Sweeper here. Can we dominate them? 60% chance. Let's give that a shot. Nice. Look at that. Now we've got our very own Tunnel Sweeper to work with. The only trick with that is I think they are only dominated for 3 turns. Let me see. Does it show? I'm surprised I can't see the debuff here. Where is it? Yeah, I don't see it listed here. Well, I think Dominate only lasts for 3 turns, but I'm not 100% certain of that. Alright, so we can get our spider up on the wall at the very least. Now our support unit can head over and maybe hide behind this and start blasting a little bit. Nice, a little bit of damage. Now our hero can also cruise over, maybe just to pull a bit of aggro. Don't want our Axeman necessarily tanking all of it. One thing I wouldn't mind, though, is throwing on... Well, you know what? I'm going to save this for healing, because I was going to say I could move the Maloculus. That would allow the Spider Queen to move further. But I think I will hold off for this turn. The Axemen, like I said, they're kind of beat up. Maybe we pull them back a little. And I think we're good there. We will end it. We'll leave the spiders where they are. Ooh. Yikes, Shattering Hammer blasting our rogue. There's that Sweeping Flames hitting us pretty good. Tried to petrify our Tunnel Sweeper. Alright, so good opportunities here to do some solid work. So let's see, we've got this Artificer. We can... I think what we'll do, though, is we'll send the Node Serpent up like this just to engage them in battle. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to send our Maloculus in like this to get in behind, do a flank shot, and then get the kill here with our Spider. Nice. And that frees up our Tunnel Sweeper. Now, how does this work? Okay, so it is just kind of a straight-up Fire Blast here. Well, let's do this. Ooh, it does hurt our own unit, though, which is kind of unfortunate. Maybe we'll hold off, then. You know what? Here's a great opportunity. We can quick dash onto our Node Serpent. And we can use Sprint. Oh, nice. We can get in behind their Tunnel Sweeper. Turn them around, do some heavy damage. And then we can blast like this for a little bit of damage, which isn't bad. It's not much, but at least it hits a little. Now the Chieftain can keep doing its thing here. You know what? Let's step up even closer. Like this. Nice. Good damage and a stun. That's pretty solid. Get the Axeman up on the wall. If he dies, oh well. And then we can move up like this. And blast for a flank. Which I don't hate. There it is. Spider Baby, again, just doing its thing. We might as well start moving this way, though. Again, we do want to try and get some experience to get that level up, if at all possible. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good at this stage. Ouch. Chieftain got blasted by that Shattering Hammer. You can see just how much damage that does each turn. Okay, our Node Serpent's in pretty tough, so we're going to want to help out if we can. Yikes. Yeah, we don't want to lose the Node Serpent, so let's see if we can maybe get in there to assist. Should be able to kill the Master Smith here with some melee strikes. Nice. And then, you know what? Maloculus can just head over. Get a nice big flank shot. Good damage. The Spider can move over and get the finish on the Phantasm Warrior. Perfect. And then the Node Serpent still kind of in rough shape, but we now have our Axemen in here, and they should be able to do some solid work here. So let's just step up, blast them a little bit. You know what? We can do a little more this way and get the kill. Nice. Then our Axeman can go up here like this. Spider Baby can cruise right in. In our Rogue, unfortunately, no more casting points to assist in that way. However, we could Shadow Step in over the wall, which would not be the worst idea. Might save that for next turn, though, and then we could still try a Charm. Alright, so that's going to do that. We'll end it there. The only thing I'm a little worried about is the Node Serpent. Yeah, ooh, okay, tank the damage, though. Thank goodness for that. Alright, so we can cruise up here. Shadow Step in over the wall. Try for a Convert. Didn't think it was going to, or charm, excuse me. Didn't think that was going to work, but always worth a try. Node Serpent is in really rough shape, and actually, unfortunately, our Tunnel Sweeper, like I said, I think that Dominate ran out, so bit of a shame, but they served their purpose, that's for sure. What we will do, though, is we will cruise over here and turn them around. Nice, and we stunned them. Now, the Spider Queen should be able to just annihilate them without any real trouble. Spider Baby can get up on the wall here. Not that we're going to really need it at this point. The Axeman can go and tie up that unit with a defensive strike. Nice level up for them as well. Blast a little bit further with our hero. Then I think what we will do is the Spider Queen can head over and kill off. You know what? Let's try for the web on the Apprentice here. Nice, okay. And then the Moloculus can step over and get the finish. Perfect. Node Serpent, meanwhile, we're just going to retreat back. Just make sure we're okay. I know we're taking more damage, but I think it's going to be worth it because ideally I want this spider, yes, to come in and get some damage and maybe even the kill if possible. And the reason I say that is because there's the level up, and that's what I really wanted. Perfect. And so with that, I think Brock is out of the game. I'm not 100% sure, but let's just see. Like I said, I'm pretty sure he's in the void, so nice. Spider Queen now evolved. That's what we wanted. And I think if we scroll down, it should mean, yes, Brock Goldran has lost. In turn 45, you captured the throne city of Brock Goldran, who resided in the void. There we go. All right, one more down, so that's 3 opponents have been defeated. 2 by us, 1 by, well, Olarmian was killed by Brock, and we just killed Brock, so let's see now. The items that we're with, yeah, here we go. All right, so let's equip some of these. Give them that shield. It's weird that these shields are, like, it's like this is glitched out and it's constantly in transport or something. Well, we can do that, I guess. And this we might as well give him. Yeah, and it's a shame because we can't use these items currently. And we're not getting any benefit from them, so you can't sell them really either, so I don't know what to do with them. Yeah, that must be some kind of bug. I'm not really sure why that is. Okay, so, I mean, that's fantastic. We're definitely going to absorb the city. That's wonderful. It's going to be very nice having yet another throne city of an opponent in our control. Remember, we have Melenis's up north, her old throne city. Like I said, no alliance offers, just join offers, which we largely are going to ignore for the most part. There might be 1 or 2 we would consider. Now that we have Brock, we might actually want to consider, let me see, there were 2 in here. There was this city here, which is very, very strong. Dustar, which I was definitely interested in absorbing. And then the other one was this dragon dwelling, which would be very, very cool to have. It's a little late in the game to get a dwelling to try to develop it, but I still think it'd be a lot of fun. And having a Sphinx Temple in there is pretty cool, along with an inn and a Well of Souls, which we can still convert over eventually. So, just kind of looking around to see what we can do. So, at this point, the question becomes, do we want to turn our attention over to Caradon? And I think the answer is going to be yes. So I think we should turn our rogue around. We'll leave the Axeman behind. So this stack is doing a fantastic job of just being a bit of a juggernaut, really. So what we will do is we will turn around and head back, and we want to start moving over. We know that Caradon's throne, I believe, is right here. So why don't we just head back that way, head straight for the throne city, and see what we can do. Maybe we'll cut this way. We can cut through Caradon's terrain, or territory even. Let's do that. We'll kind of head this way. And we should leave somebody behind. We can leave this Axeman behind on the city, maybe. And we'll send this Dreadnought along with. I should have put them together so they are less susceptible to attack. That was a bit of a mistake on my part. We will add this Panther into our Dreadnought stack. And then the game plan is going to be to have them just cruise over into Caradon's territory and either force an alliance acceptance or try to get the kill on him. one way or the other. And hopefully we can add a few more units into the stack in the meantime. I'm definitely... Oh, and I almost forgot. We were going to do this quest as well. And I think that's something we were gearing up this group to do. So maybe we have to reassess kind of how we want to handle that. But I think we're okay. Either way, if we want to head over here and do this, that's fine. If we want to head down and do the quest, we could do the quest and then still loop back up that way if we wanted. Or, and maybe this is the better option, maybe we go down this way, clear this out, do the quest, and then head down and try to help out with Caradon. And then we'll have another army doing that. You know what? I like that idea. I think that's pretty good. Let's just get rid of our production choices for a little bit here. I want to get to our unit movement. There it is. Okay, now we've got this stack, who, again, we can move in and try to clear this out. But I think... Ooh, yeah, we've got a Glutton and 2 Naga Guardians. I mean, we could probably handle this battle, but I'm gonna... There's no sense in rushing. I'm gonna wait one turn. We've got this Shrine to the Fickle Mermaid, which will restore our movement. So what we can do is we can wait one more turn, clear this out as a group, and then once we've done that, we can go to the shrine and then head over to this Monument of the Ashen Rose, which I believe hasn't been cleared out yet either. So should be good there. In the meantime here, we can produce yet another, maybe another Triton, just to have a unit to add in when they go for this battle. Alternatively, a Reef Guard wouldn't be the worst thing, but I think a Triton would be better to have in a single turn. So let's get a Triton going. All right, so yeah, this stack's going to just stay put. Like I said, we'll wait one more turn. We've got this Draconian Worm Guard, who we gained from this city there. We'll just head this way. I want to try and... Oh, and this is Lizardman Bard. Well, we'll just go around you, I guess. We want to try and get that unit over to somewhere where we can make use of it. Some scouting to be done over here. Again, just cruising around with this little guy. Okay, that's it for him. Now, Quora is in a really good spot here in the Shadow Realm. Pretty darn powerful group of units here, which is wonderful. We have healing from the Epimelid, and now we've got all these units that have healing, including a Priest with Bestow Iron Heart. We've got Touch of Faith from the Deacon. I wonder if the Deacon gains healing as he... No, he gets Summoned Very Minor Divinity, Cure Disease. Doesn't have any healing, but still pretty powerful. The Chieftain will gain healing at Gold Medal, and the Forge Priest, of course, has Guardian Flame, which is a good healing ability. So the Epimelid alone is enough for healing in this group, I think. Although it might be worth maybe subbing out the Umbral Weaver for another support unit with more healing. So I might just do that quick. Like that. And like I said, I want to head down to this tomb. Or like this. And then I think we will add in... Just seeing who might be best here. Why don't we bring... Let's bring the Chieftain. We'll just have to get him some experience. There it is. Alright, now, with the rest of these units, we can get pretty aggressive here and do some battling, and why the heck not? We've got 2 full stacks now that can clear out structures for us. And really, we've got, you can see Bowen Stargazer, we've got his terrain here, or his territory, I should say. So I think we just muster up and start going for the fight with him now that we've got all these units. So let's just get this battle over with. This is one we could probably just do in auto combat, honestly. We've got so many units. Yeah, wonderful. Giant Red Beetle. You know what? We've already got 2 full stacks, so I'm just going to sell that for gold. And then let's clear this out while we're in the neighborhood, because why not? Now this one we might do manually, just because to get another stack there, this group's out of movement. So let's see, we can engage it. Although, quite frankly, we should be okay to do this one in auto combat. Yep, there it is. Plus, we managed to recruit one of those units with Seduce. So now we've got a Night Guard. Maybe I should have grabbed that beetle. We could have started building yet another army. So what we'll do is we'll just start heading down, and then the goal is going to be to have all these units follow along, and we'll just start working on Bowen Stargazer. That's pretty good. Now, like I said, with Karzan, we want to get back and deal with this darn rogue hero, but I don't want to just, necessarily head straight back. I think I'm going to kind of go around the horn here a little bit, and at least get some work done as I move through. So we'll do this one manually just because we're in kind of rough shape. Okay, so you can see our ogre is in really bad condition. Let's get the Epic Melod in here. Try and milk some heals this battle if possible. Our rock is not in the best of condition. Ooh, we can't quite hit them from here. That's too bad. I was thinking we were in range, but not quite. So we're going to take a firebomb from the flamer, that's for sure. Ooh, and our hero actually is in range to get... You know what? Let's go here just to provide some protection for the hero. We're going to get firebombed. That's unavoidable. But it should be fine. Oh, really? They went back there. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. And now we can use our blasting here to kill the charger. No problem at all. There's some nice work from the Serpent. Crusher is in defense mode. Let's go in for a smack and try to stun them. No luck. There's a kill. Alright, very nice. A little bit of extra gold never hurts. And then, since we're in the neighborhood, let's do this as well. And then we can turn around and start heading back to go for that rogue. Just got some Archon foot soldiers and an archer to deal with, all tier 1. Should be a fairly clean battle. I'm going to do the same thing and drop a heal. Try to get this ogre back to fighting shape. There it is. Alright. End it there. Can even throw a curse maybe on the foot soldier. There it is. Let's see. Yeah, we can go right here. I suspect they may not come out to attack just yet. Oh, there they go. Okay. Well, that makes my life a little bit easier. What we can do is we can phase in behind. Blast the archers for some good damage. Now let's try and stun one of these foot soldiers here if we can. Oh, excellent. We just annihilated them directly. That's fantastic. The rock can just cruise in and just obliterate them with big damage there. Plus we can teleport in behind and get the kill that way. Excellent. And now all that's left is the archer, who should just die on the Node Serpent. Yep, there it is. Nice, little bit more experience for the Node Serpent. A little bit more gold for us. Alright, now we were going to go clear all this stuff out, but like I said, I think we're going to wait, head back this way. Okay, so Karzan leveled up. He's level 12. Let's see, what would we maybe want for him? Static Sphere is not a bad one. Target friendly unit gains static shield. Every time an enemy unit performs a melee attack, the enemy unit receives 5 shock damage and has a chance to be stunned, which is pretty darn powerful. Stunned units cannot take any action. It's pretty good. Projectile Reflection, it's not horrendous. And then Magical Being, that could help us out with healing the Node Serpent, so I will grab that. And I think that's going to be good. You know what? Maybe we buff his strength a little more. We could give him some more hit points even. Yeah, I don't hate that idea. There we go. All right, we've got a little bit more scouting we can do here. Fortunately, we did discover that there is a spawning structure here in the domain of this soon-to-be vassal. Now, I'm probably going to try and head over this way, however. Just see what we can find. All right, up here now, we've got decisions to make. So this one is going to be our vassal soon as well. We were clearing things out. I think we want to go up for this Tigran Sphinx. So, or Sphinx Temple, I should say. So let's just get some more experience here as we clear things out. We've got a Tier 3 High Elf Noble Archer with longbow shots. We got to watch out. A High Elf Harbinger. We've got some pretty good range damage capability in there. We have to watch out. Ouch. Thankfully, we have that projectile resistance giving us a bit of a boost. Right, we can do some pretty good damage there, or we could just blast here. I think this is probably better. We hit multiple units. Nice. Okay, and we stunned the ones in the back, which is wonderful. Gives us a little bit more opportunity to really make this count. So let's step up. Just trying to see. Go for the stun here. Nice, we did. Okay, that's great. And then, you know what? We can teleport right in here. And then we can do a melee kill. And we're still kind of tying up that archer, which is great. We will send our Epsilon warrior up. Our Jin. Do a cosmic heal on our hero. Might not be the worst idea. Yeah, let's do that. If I remember right, although, you know what, we'll hang on because we don't want to waste it. I was thinking it provided some kind of regen ability, but it doesn't. It just gives 10 health, so we'll hold on just in case the hero takes any damage. I'm a little worried this unit might... Okay, that's just an initiate. That's fine. No problems there. Yeah, okay, we're good. So now... the prospector can move in behind, get a flank shot. Oh, wait, that's not a flank. Interesting. Oh, they're facing this direction. My bad. All right, well, let's just sprint in behind them then like this. Perfect. And then our Epsilon warrior can just kill off the initiate without any trouble. Oh, well, very close. Get the finish this way. Nice. And then we've still got this initiate, who we should be able to just blast here for some damage. And then follow that up again. Maybe a stun. Excellent. And that gives us a chance to use our heal effectively. So now we can go like this, drop a heal onto Epsilon Warrior. And our Node Serpent doesn't need any health, so we might as well just keep things going here. Let's just see. Probably our hero would be best suited to get the kill. Try and keep leveling up. Very nice. Wonderful. And that's great getting our Node Serpent up to gold medal along with our Jin. Pendulum of Restoration provides spirit protection and break control. Yeah, sure. I think we have some units that could benefit from that. Let me just check. Yeah, actually our hero can, so... just step our hero over and pick that right up. And that's great. With that extra spirit protection, that will push us into full spirit immunity, which is excellent. That's very good. And this mount will hatch in 4 turns, so we're getting pretty close to having a King Griffin, which will be wonderful. Okay, another battle we can do on our way to this Sphinx Temple. Just have to watch out. We don't want to take any unnecessary damage against these Tritons. Remember, they have slip away. That's the one thing we have to watch for with them. Oh, you know what? That's fine. I'm okay letting them go. We'll let them run. Yeah, that's okay. All right, well, now here is the moment of truth. This battle could be very tough. We've only got really one kind of main fighter tier 3 unit that we're using. We have a very powerful tier 1 infantry unit, but that's not, you know... ideally, I'd like to have 2 really powerful tier 3s. Ooh, we can't quite make it there, though. We're just not enough with the Prospector. That's fine. That gives us a chance just to heal a tiny bit more and be ready for that fight next turn. So I'm happy there. Ooh, little scout here. Let's grab that gold. You know what? This is a great opportunity. There is a spawning structure down there. But this gives us a chance to get an idea of more of Bowen's territory here. So, okay, so... reasonably well-defended city here. Yeah, I got some tier 1, tier 2 units. And I'm thinking we're going to head down this way and see if we can find more of Bowen's territory. I believe this city belongs to Bowen as well. Yeah, it's not the throne, but pretty sure that belongs to Bowen. This group was just kind of continuing to cruise and explore, do some clearing as we go. Looks like there's a city up there that needs to be explored. What is this? A hill giant. Interesting. Tier 3 unit can evolve into an elder hill giant. Has hurl boulder. That's kind of cool. Wall crushing. Wow, and yeah, it becomes a tier 4 unit. That's pretty neat. I like that quite a bit, that there's opportunity to advance. We're just going to go with the rock just to make contact here. You know what? For so little gold, sure. Let's open that peace treaty. There is some gold up there we can go and grab eventually. Regroup with our stack. This little wisp is going to continue scouting for us. Might as well go up this direction. Let's head up this path and see what we see. And we'll go this way. More digging for extra gold. Sure, why not? Yeah, that's wonderful. Just supplementing the income every turn. A little bit extra. It adds up and it makes a difference. Nice, and I almost forgot entirely about our Theocrat underground here. So the goal with the Theocrat was to try to get underground, underneath the territory of Brock and Alarmian. But now that we've kind of, well, we've dealt with both of them, one via, I'm just going to let them know when we're ready to talk, just in case any of them want to form an alliance with us eventually. Just panning around to see if there were any other cities. Yeah, we already did. Oh, no, we haven't done this one. Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought there. But basically, the plan with the Theocrat was to go underneath and try to attack that way. Instead, what I'm going to try to do is get my Theocrat into the Shadow Realm, I think. Although there is something down here. Let's go see what that is first. We can grab this. There are some roaming units here, which might be worth getting rid of. Maybe we'll do that first. Let's just kind of cruise over, take them out. Do this one manually. I want to try and maximize my experience gain with my Theocrat if possible. Remember, we are going for Divine Justicars, which is, I believe, the level 11 upgrade that is extremely powerful. We'll do a Touch of Faith onto our Knight, as we've been doing. And we can do a Bestow Regen on our Knight as well. And then let's just get right up in there. Why the heck not? Yeah, get aggressive. Cruise right in with our Chariot. Blast that Warg for a bit of damage. And then we can kind of retreat back a little bit. Maybe flank. Provide some protection for our Beetle Knight, just so he doesn't get completely overwhelmed. We'll form a bit of a fighting line in there with our units. Whoever gets beat up the most is just going to get healed by our Theocrat, so... Alright, so we can go Bestow Iron Heart onto... Actually, let's do a full heal onto the Chariot. We did take a reasonable amount of punishment there. We'll cruise up. Blast the Beetle, get rid of him entirely. The Node Serpent still needs some experience, so that would be a good opportunity here to teleport in behind and let him have it. Nice. Very good. And our Theocrat getting closer and closer as we go. So, we're going to regroup. And like I said, we want to head down and see what is down this way. What do we got? Looking like maybe a city? Ooh, it's another dragon dwelling. I'm going to make peace with them just so I can move through their territory, I think. Yep. Now, again, ideally what I want to do with this Theocrat, I am going to probably head in here, clear out this structure. But ideally what I want to do is try to find a path to the Shadow Realm. Because like I said, our next primary opponent is going to be just digging our way through to see what we find. Ooh, and another, let's just say giant. You know what? Sure, we've got so much gold, we might as well. Our next target is going to be Bowen Stargazer, I think. So, yeah, we're good here. This unit can chill out. Rip, you're likely going to get attacked, so... I mean, we could try a Celestial Tower, I guess. The benefit there is it does damage and it expands our domain radius. It's not going to be done in time to really matter, but... Daliafra. Now, this city is in a really good spot. We've been enjoying its benefits here quite a bit. don't really have to worry about defending it anymore. It's got a good set of units there. That was because at one point the rogue was moving through this city's area, went through this shadow gate, and that's why it's now threatening Ripura. We'll keep those units there just to provide the extra guards in that regard, in that way, but maybe we'll do a Master's Guild, get that going. Nurm. I think we'll probably just skip Nurm for now. Zardor. Same story. We're going to just do merchandise. Our throne city. Now, we could do this Intrepid airship. That is something I am kind of excited to try at some point. However, you know, an Arcane Item Forge would not be the worst idea. I do kind of want to see one of these in action. We just really don't have the infrastructure to support one. Although, if I could build this and get it down to my Dreadnought does have emergency repair, and that would be a good combo. So let's do that just for the novelty of it, honestly. Asbandaria. We can keep doing Oil Occultists if we really want to. Honestly, I'm just going to do merchandise for now. Maldora. I might develop Maldora just a little bit further here. We could do... Military District gives us access to the Chivalrous Intention units. We do already have an armory. Sure, you know what? Let's do a Military District. Orlanesse. City is still not super happy, but much better than it was. We'll just do merchandise. And that's good. That saves us a little bit of gold. And then, you know what? I think we're in a great spot. So let's end the turn here. Well, I guess I forgot to check those joint offers that closely. I think until we get rid of Caradon, I'm not super comfortable absorbing these. Just because I know that we are going to end up probably fighting Caradon. So, on that note, let's try one more time. We will just keep offering him an alliance, just because. Why not? I'd prefer to have an alliance than to kill him, but we will do what we have to do. We're going to have access to this Eldritch Horror next turn, which is excellent. Very excited to see that in action. Really, I think we're going to add the Eldritch Horror into our Rogue stack. And I say that because the Rogue is the one who's heading over to fight Caradon at this point. Yeah, and there's the Throne City right there. So, ooh, our poor scout getting ambushed. That's fine. Our scouts have really done a good job for us this game. We've gotten lots of... Yeah, and this is a shame. We really don't have any opportunity here, so we'll just let that city get steamrolled. We knew that was coming. So now we just got to try and reclaim our city. Ooh, we got a proposal from Bowen. Let's see what it is. Would you be interested in our offer? Wants a peace treaty. No, I'm going to decline this because I think I'm strong enough to just steamroll through him at this point. So I'm going to decline that. Alright, so Karzan's going to cruise up. Now, Karzan is not the strongest, unfortunately. He is a little bit weak. Yeah, we can't afford this, so he's going to just continue declining that. Maldora. Where did those units go? Well, that's annoying. Sent this stack up here. Oh, there they are. They're right next to us. That's perfect. Okay, so let's finally get rid of this unit here. These are some Minotaur bulls. We should be well equipped to deal with them. We've got multiple units that can inflict stun on them, so I think we should be fine there. Oh, I didn't see that. We have a Minotaur mercenary as well, which has a crossbow. Considered an irregular. Okay. Well, let's try some blasting here. Yeah, I'm using the individual shot because I wanted more chances to get a stun. That was the reason I did that instead of the oil bomb. Try again. Very, very nice. And then we can try our psionic blast here to get a stun front. Let's move a little closer. No luck. Okay, that's fine. We can charge in with our Brawler and do some damage there. And do some damage here. And then we'll end the turn like that. Ouch, that kind of hurt. What I am going to do is jump over like this. Get a flank and do some heavy damage. Wonderful, and there's another stun. We're in good shape. And step up here, go for more stun. Yes, and there should be the finish. Excellent. And then our Seer can do a... You know what, we can head up like this, get in behind, flank, and stun, and there's the kill. Excellent work. The only thing this stack currently lacks is healing. So if we could get a Jhin over here, that would not be the worst thing ever. Let's do a Psionic Blast. Nice, good stun there. Hoping for maybe a level up on somebody. Nice, there's a level up for Oil Occultist at least. Wonderful. And now what I'm going to do with this group, like I said, I do want them moving down to help with Caradon. So maybe on the way through we can clear out this watchtower. So let's set up for that. Next turn we'll cross over this, go for this watchtower. I'm going to just ignore this spawning structure. I think if we just have this city reasonably well defended, we don't have to worry. And then eventually we could send an army over from the city to clear this out. Items have arrived. Nice. There's a helmet for Quora and leg gear for our rogue. All right, perfect. So let's just cruise right on over here. Like I said, the objective is just to get to Caradon. Perfect. This Panther can join up. Yeah, now we've got a few units in that group, which is wonderful. Like I said, the Eldritch Horror almost definitely going to join in with our rogue. I think that's going to be the best idea, so let's do that. And now we will get another one going. Ooh, Summon Genie. We could do that literally right now if we wanted. Eldritch Horror in 2 turns. That's pretty dangerous. Yeah, let's go for that. If we were to do this, that would mean we have 40 less. So we'd be working with 49. 105 per turn. I think that would potentially increase the time this would take. Let me just see. So if we've got 89 this turn, 105 the next, 105 the next. You know what? Let's see. I'm curious what these genies are. I don't think we've gotten to see them in action too much. We could add one into this army here. Actually, you know where I desperately do need additional strength is with Karzan here. So let's do that. We'll give Karzan a genie. There it is. And I think... Yeah, that's still 2 turns, so we're good there. That's wonderful. Let's see what this genie does. So, Spirit Ray, it's considered incorporeal. Deflect. Unit has +2 resistance against enemy's first strike or range projectile against it. It's got physical protection, frost weakness. Let's see what it gets here for leveling up. Spell magic, vision range, and inflict despair, along with just general stat upgrades. It's got lucky. Kind of cool. Inflict stalled. Attacks in this unit have a chance to inflict stalled on their targets. Stalled units are stopped and drained of some of its movement. Additionally, unit can receive a temporary -20% physical vulnerability for 1 turn. That's kind of cool. Origin of Lamp. Similar to the Jhin. It's kind of a neat unit. Anyway, I just wanted some more help with Karzan's group, because he's going to go up against a very, very tough stack there. So we do have some alliance proposals. Let's take care of those. Absolutely. Very nice to have that one. Another one here. Absolutely. Tiny little orc one underground. No other alliance proposals at this time. Ooh, we've got our Triton. Okay, you know what? This might be a great way to end the episode. So let's step over here, and we will do this battle, and that's probably where we'll leave it. Then next time we can grab this, head over, and that will be the cliffhanger for next episode, is we'll try for this battle. We can add in this unit as well. So, all right, let's jump back here, enter this one, do it manually. I think this is a perfect way to end the episode here. This will be a fun battle. We have to watch out for that Glutton. Does have a chance to instantly devour a unit, which could be pretty devastating. Ideally, if we could get him in a net, that would be amazing. The odds of that are going to be very low, however. Actually, they're pretty good. Holy crap, 65%? Sure. Oh, wonderful. Well, now we can just have Adam. Free damage, basically. So, step up here. We could try for a Naga Guardian, but I'm more inclined to just go like this and hang out in defense mode. And this Triton, we can do the exact same thing. Now, the Sea Serpent's going to get free shots on the Glutton. Oh, fantastic. Big critical there. Boy, getting him in a net just crippled him, though. That's amazing. Oh, no. Not our Triton. Oh, Triton almost died. Sea Serpent should be able to kill off this Guardian, no problem. Nice. And then we should be able to assist. Can we... Let's just stab in here for some big damage. And then ideally our Reef Guard can assist over here, so let's do that. Nice, good job. Now I'm hoping we can survive a hit. Don't want to lose our Triton. Okay, that's fine. Now what we want to do is slip away with the Triton. Get the health back. Wonderful. The Glutton is now back into fighting shape. So we can try for an Ensnare if we really were wanting to. Let's try that. Nice, and we got it. Good level up for the Reef Guard. Then our Sea Serpent should be able to just get the kill. Excellent. And then our Reef Guard can finish this one off. Excellent. Nicely done there. That was a pretty good battle. Took a bit of damage, but not too much. And again, importantly, getting good experience with the Sea Serpent. We really want to get that Sea Serpent up to... Ooh, look at this. Hunter Spider Egg, Summon Fire Elemental, and 175 Knowledge. I'm going to take this, I think, just for the knowledge, honestly. The Fire Elemental isn't bad just to have another option, but, I mean, since we've got the Eldritch Horror, I don't think we really need Fire Elementals. That being said, I'm going to take it just for the benefit of that. Hunter Spider Egg, we can just send to... I think all of our heroes now have mounts, or will have mounts shortly. Let's just double check. Just want to grab one of my heroes and then jump around and take a peek at them. Actually, you know what? Our dwarf probably doesn't. No. So let's send it to our Dreadnought. That would probably be the best play. It's going to take a while to hatch, but still. All right, perfect. So we'll head over here and grab the movement, and then here we go. Monument of the Ashen Rose. We can add in this Triton, and we'll have some extra benefit for this battle. Now let's see what we'd be up against. Ooh, we've got a Lord of the Tides. He's an irregular unit, tier 4. And then we've got 3 Tritons. You know what? I think this is a great cliffhanger. We'll leave this one for next episode, and we will call it right here. So we'll just zoom out. So again, we finished off Brock Goldran. We've only got 2 opponents left. We've got Caradon, who we know where his throne is, and we've got Bow and Stargazer in the Shadow Realm. So all in all, I'd say we're doing pretty good. Like I said, we're going to save this one, call this episode 21. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.